Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and I thought today we would play with some of these vintage Edith Holden pages. I've got quite a few and I'd like to make some things out of them. Oh, not that one. I don't even want to look at that side. That's got a snake on it. I do not like snakes. So I think what I'll make is some pockets with these, because if you have a blank page in your journal and you put one of these on there as a pocket, then it's absolutely beautiful. You don't have to do anything else if you don't want to. So now I want to turn this bottom up a little bit, but I don't want my writing to be upside down. So what I'm going to do is tear this off, and we'll turn it around. And I should have tore it off before I tore the side. Don't do like I do. Anyway, we'll make it work, but it would have been better if I'd have torn it later. Now I'm going to use my scoreboard to score the sides of this, because for some reason I cannot fold straight today. I've tried 2 or 3 times and it just doesn't work. So all I'm doing is scoring it 1/2 inch on each side, and that's going to give me my little fold around piece. If you don't have Edith Holden book pages, you can do this with anything. Magazine pages that are really pretty, you know, that maybe they have a really pretty design on them. Anything that you have. Like I said, I was pulling out some things out of my drawer this morning and I saw all these in there and I thought, I need to be doing something with those. Okay, so see, if I do it that way, my writing is going to be the right way up, and that's what I want. Now, I will tell you that these old Edith Holden pages will crack, but that doesn't bother me. It will be fine. All I'm going to do here is I'm going to lay that down and fold the sides around, because I want the full pockets. There we go. Now that will be a big pocket, and then in our journal that will be a pocket. So let's go ahead and punch these, and I'm just going to slide this one up so I can punch them. Well, I can punch them in the same place. No guarantees they're going to be in the middle, but I can punch them in the same place maybe. I'm going to have to turn it over so I can see the other way. And I still probably won't get it in the middle, but it will be good enough. Good enough. Now I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of ink on here just to separate the pocket from the other part. Alright, then our pocket will go right down there. Cool, I love it so far. So let's see what we can do with this. Go ahead and put your glue on these little tabs. I just think Edith Holden pages are pretty regardless, you know. I love the writing, the font. I love the flowers. They're just pretty. Okay, then I'm just going to press that down so that's glued to those little flaps. So we've got our pocket here. Then I'm just going to put a little bit of ink around it. Doesn't need much because these book pages are actually very vintage, so doesn't need a lot of anything. And I think down here I want to put a little piece of lace. So let me see what I have that's small enough. I have this piece. It's white, so I don't know if white will work, but we'll see. Well, truthfully, that doesn't look too bad, does it? So I'm going to put that little piece of lace there, just to dress it up a little bit more. Now, if you have, like I said, if you have blank pages in your journal, this is a good way to fill those pages with something very pretty and useful. And I'll show you in just a minute what I'm talking about. Let me get this put together. So what you guys doing today? How is everybody? Are you okay? Are you well? Hope so. We're doing okie madokie, I reckon. Alright, I do want a label on this, and I think I want something down here, so let's see. I want one of these labels because I like that dark color with that. Just been working today. Brooklyn and Presley and Bethany came over and helped for a while. Earlier today, and Leisha, because Brendan had some things he had to do, so he was off today. So I sure was glad for their help because it was just going to be little old me, and I wasn't looking forward to that. Okay, got that. And I want something here, so let me see what I got. About one of those little labels. That looks cute. I think I'll put that there. And there is a pocket. Now, you can add lots more to it if you want. I don't think I will until I start to put it in my journal, and I may add something else. But let's say this is your journal page, and pretend that it's blank. You know, you got a blank journal page. So all you have to do is glue this down here, right across here, and here, like that. You've got a big pocket and then a smaller pocket down here, and you've got your blank page taken care of. So here on this side we've got a blank one. Let's just do this. So instead of you know having that blank page, we can do this, and we have a pretty page now that's not blank. You can do this even on white pages. If you've got some white pages on the back and you want to do something to them, then you can do this and not have to worry about, you know, what am I going to decorate that page with. I did this one earlier. I just think they're really pretty, and you don't have to do a lot to them because her pages are already vintage. They're already decorated up. Look at that. I can't stand to look at that thing. I'm gonna have to throw that page away. Very, very pretty. Let's see. Let's do this one. They're tough. And see, these are things that I wouldn't necessarily cut out because it's too jumbled up. So using it like this, we get an extra benefit out of it. Okay. So that right there, we're going to get some butterflies on this one. And then I'll go ahead and tear that off. Now, if you want to do yours with the writing upside down, you can. I just don't want my writing upside down, so I'm going to turn mine over, but it doesn't matter. Oh yeah. Now I'm going to lose most of this butterfly, but that's okay because I got more here. Because I do want to fold this around. I don't want flat pockets. So just scoring it 1/2 on both sides. You don't have to do the bottom. You can if you want to, but I don't because it usually lays down pretty flat anyway. The sides is what's most important, that you put a little gusset in. That way you have, that pocket is fuller. It's not quite so flat. And see, if you tear this off before you fold, then you've got that extra little bit of room to fold that around. So let's go ahead and put this up here. No, let's fold it around first. I'm getting ahead of myself. But you see how quick these come together. And like I said, you can do this with, I know everybody doesn't have Edith Holden book pages. You can do this with the magazine pages, you know, other little booklets that you have that maybe have some pictures on them. Or if they don't have pictures on them, just add pictures yourself. Just add your images over your writing, and you've got your images. You've got your page. I can't pick up anything today. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and ink this a little bit. I didn't get that anywhere near the center, but we're okay with that. Once we put little tags and things in there, it'll be okay. Now just make sure that this part is even, and then you just add your glue. Glue that down and add your glue over here. Oh, you know what? I didn't glue the bottom of that other one. I'll need to do that, or my tag will fall right through. And I know you were probably saying, now how's the tag going to stay in there because you didn't glue the bottom? I usually glue the bottom like this. So I just run a little bit of glue in the bottom of that. Then use my little squishy, my bone folder, to press it out. Now we've got that one sealed. I'll have to go back and do that other one. But there is another one. Now you do need to make sure that this one probably is a little bit wide. It's 6 inches, and that's usually about the size I do my journals. I may just have to fold this side right here over some more and trim some of it off, because that's going to be way too wide for my journal. I meant to say that a little while ago, that you need to make sure that your pocket is not larger than your page on your journal. So let's just fold each side over a little bit. And like I said, I do not fold straight when I don't use my bone folder. I mean my score tool. But we're going to see if that'll work. Let's see. Okay, that's the good size right there. So this is 5 inches, and that's about the size that we need. Not any larger than that. Okay, now I'm going to cut a little bit of these pieces off because we don't need that much folding around. Let's see. I'm going to have to glue those little pieces again, I'm sure. Well, maybe not. Yeah, that'll work right there. So just have your little page, like out of your journal that you use, have your little page ready so that you can lay it on there and make sure you're not getting them too large. And you can do different kinds of pockets. This is just one that I thought of real quick and easy. I think on this one I'll do this little piece of trim. I don't know if we're supposed to have storms or not, but my head has been hurting all day long. It hurts right before we're going to have storms. I don't know why. I can usually tell you when we got storms coming by my head. And if my hubby was here, he would say, I knew you was going to have problems with that head the first time I saw you. That was his thing. He loved to cut up with me about stuff like that. I think I might put a little piece of that on there. Just going to cut it in half. I'll save that other piece to use again somewhere. There we go. And then I think I'll put my little label or number or something down here. I may just put a number on this one. Let's see. I think those might be too big. I've got to go back and reprint Betty's labels and print them smaller. Well, I guess I'll put it right there. I normally don't put anything in the center like that, but that'll be alright. Okay, and we could add more too. Like I said, I don't think I'll add more too right now, but I may when it comes to putting them in our journal. There we go. Got a pocket here and a pocket up there. So let's do this one different. I was trying to find a piece that would be long enough. That will work, maybe. So I'll show you how we're going to do this one a little bit different. You can use any kind of paper. I'm just using a piece of the paper that I tore off of one of the Edith Holden pages. There we go. Okay, now this is 9 inches, so I need it to be a little bit shorter. So as bad as I hate to, I'm going to have to tear off the top because I don't want to tear off my bottom portion. Let's see, let's tear off about 3/4 of an inch. Now you could have folded this over, doesn't matter. These are pretty strong pages, so I don't think they'll need that extra support, but you can do it if you want to. Now this one we're going to fold in half. Okay, so we'll have a pocket here, a pocket here, and we're going to put, and we could do it the other way too. Let's see, which way do I want? I think I might want this outside. What we're going to do here is we're going to use this as a hinge. So I'm going to glue this right, let's see, how am I going to glue this? I'm going to glue this right down through there. And then this will be the hinge that we hook on to the edge of the page. I'm dreaming all of this up as we're going, so if I get it wrong, just do like I say. Don't do like I do. Okay, that will work. So that's our hinge. Let's just say this is our page, and we would hinge it. You could hinge it this way if you wanted, and then that would flip up like that. It would just be like a little flip out pocket. Now let's put a little thumb pull in this. There. And Edith, you really need to make sure you get it folded straight before you do all that. Then we're just going to glue, glue this side down. And see, we're gluing it on that hinge, so now that hinge is not going to go anywhere. And you could have just used a portion of the paper to make your hinge if you'd wanted, but I had rather use all of my paper from my pocket and then do my hinge like that. Got a little bit overhang there. So that will glue down to my page here, and then I'll have a little pocket that flips out, and we'll make a big tag for that. Love that. So that's just another way that you can use your pages, and they don't have to be Edith Holden pages. They can be any pages. I have seen some beautiful magazine pages used like this, where they just made pockets out of them. Now, if you wanted to, you could hook this around the page. You know, hook your little hinge around the page and glue it over here. But but I'd rather my hinge be underneath my pockets. But you can do it either way. Or you could make a longer hinge and hook it around, and then if you've got a longer hinge, you could have this as another tuck pocket there. So either way. Alright, do we want to put a label or anything on here? It's got a label there. We might just put a number. Let's put one of these on there. Because it really doesn't need that much decorating up at all. And then this side, we did lose the nose to our bird, but that's okay. We won't panic over that, will we? I may just do this. I want that number. Oh, it's got another number on the other side. Now then, our number's not wasted. And, let's see, we could also run a piece of lace down it. That lace would look pretty in the journal. Let's see, it's going to have to be a thinner lace. Just put a little piece of this down through there. You could even put your lace on both sides if you wanted. Now, yeah, I like that. That's cute. Just a little hint of lace sticking out there. So that one is finished. So that is basically all I wanted to do today. Is just show you a few things that you could do with magazine pages, book pages, Edith Holden pages, whatever kind of pages that you have. Maybe you have old books laying around that you need an idea of what to do with. This is a great idea. If it's just font, let's see, let's just get this one right here. It's just font and you want to do this, then you can put a flower, a big flower or something up through there and decorate your page up like that. So there's lots of different ways that you can use just book pages, a little bit of lace, a label or two, and some glue, and have some beautiful embellishments. Okay guys, that is it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.